The following is a presentation of KSL Sports. First and 12. A total roundup of BYU and Utah football and the expanded Big 12 Conference. Brought to you by Macy's Grocery Stores. Your hosts are Mitch Harper and Alex Kirry on KSL News Radio and the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome back in. Hope all of you are having a fantastic Sunday.
Hey, it's Labor Day weekend, too.
Yeah.
Holiday weekend.
Good
Enjoy
times.
it,
This is one of the best weekends of the year. So much college football to consume, and we got a great sample size of Big 12 football. And it was, we saw the new faces in the Big 12 for the first time. I will admit, Alex, it was a little bit jarring to just see that Big 12 Roman numerals on Utah's field. We saw the logo get installed in the spring, and
right.
But just to see it there and realize that Utah is in the Big 12, it is surreal. Like the whole college football season, the dynamics, the layout, it does just feel so strange to see late night Big 12 ACC matchups after dark up until 1 a.m. Like it's a new world, and Utah's looking to, kind of occupy the new world order in the Big 12, but they're going with an old school approach with their defensive philosophy still winning the day, and that shined once again as they took down Southern Utah with a shutout, 49-0.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that gets Kyle Whittingham the most excited is that shutout. And he brought that up immediately in the press conference, right? Where he was like, "Always good to have shutout. Always good." It is awkward, by the way, for those Utah fans who had the Pac-12 tattoo or the lower back tattoo. Get it replaced with the Big 12 logo. It's awkward. Try to put it on the truck. BYU fans
open for business.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, get a Brett Yormark. That's what you need, Mitch. If you're gonna get a full tattoo on your back, make it a Brett Yormark.
Oh man.
Right on the middle of the back.
Him talking about UConn yesterday. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Addressing that on Big Noon Kickoff, I was like, no.
Hey, but you know what? UConn showed up big time this weekend. Jim Mora Jr. only giving up 50 in their first showing, of the season. Anyway, yes.
Let's not add a 17th team here.
Please don't. All right. So the Utah defense, Lander Barton out most of the year last year. That's a guy he's the Cam Rising of the defense. He's the guy who is going to be the one who's going to make an absolute fat paycheck on a Sunday at some point, and the family pedigree, all of those things, and he's back. On top of it, you have a defense that it just prides itself on. You talk about being the class of the conference. If there's something that they are better than everybody at, and they will continue to be better at, it's being so good on defense. But Mitch, what makes I think a lot of people jealous in this conference is the depth at every position. It seems like this Utah defense is just stacked everywhere.
They are, and a guy that's breaking out and is going to be. He has the potential to be an all Big 12 player is Keanu Tanavasa. Now, the broadcasters, you would not hear that pronunciation during the broadcast, which was not a ringing endorsement of Big 12 Now on ESPN+.
No.
They need to do a better job on their show prep there. But Keanu Tanavasa was impressive, 4 tackles. And, he was someone that signed with Utah back in 2019, LDS prospect, went on a mission, then gray-shirted. I mean, he's been around the Utah program, his name, in their pipeline for a long time already, yet he's only a redshirt sophomore. He's got so many years still ahead of him, and you just feel like it's clicking where he's going to be a star, like you've kind of grown to expect with so many Utah defensive linemen in their power conference era. Tanavasa is going to be a real force. I mean, he's 6'4", 301, and he looks like he plays fast, too, at his size. Tanavasa was really impressive, I thought, in week 1.
Yeah, and this defense overall is just, the thing that they take a ton of pride in is just having that front is just absolutely killer. I love Junior Tafuna, man. That guy is going to, speaking of guys who are going to have NFL paydays one of these days, awesome kid, and on top of it, just I'm glad to see him. Also one of those guys that missed a good chunk of last season with injuries, and Van Fillinger, of course, local product also. There's so many local names, right? Guys who prepped here in the state of Utah, and they stayed here in the state of Utah. man, the talent is just deep. And Kyle Whittingham knows how to, and Morgan Scally knows how to recruit those guys. And, man, they're winning a lot of those recruiting battles. So there you go. That Utah defense pitching a shutout, 49-0, their first game of the season against Southern Utah. And there you go. The Utes are definitely rolling here, and they, of course, fire up next week, taking on Baylor in Salt Lake City. That's a non-conference one, Mitch, because it was on the calendar already before everything, and Brett Yormark signed off on that one, not counting as a conference game. So there you go. All right, we'll take another break here. We'll come back. We're going to wrap the program here with a conversation about all the games that are going to be firing up this next week. So we'll get you ready for the Big 12 and 1st and 12 for next week as we get you ready. So stay right here, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone and KSL News Radio.